Hello, my name is Chris Merrigy. I am a science teacher from Tampa, Florida. I'd like to welcome you all to the July edition of Past the Scope EDU, where throughout the day today you'll be able to hear from about 20 different educators presenting what they feel are hot topics in the world today. While many of the educators that you will hear from are from the US, we are hoping to be able to hear from a couple of international broadcasts as well. This event happens on the third Thursday of every month with a different topic. If you're an educator and would like to participate in a future Past the Scope event, you can sign up for information by scanning this code that we have over on the side here. For my hot topics, I'm going to be talking about global learning and social media in the classroom. To start off with global learning, I've heard a number of people talk about the importance of educating students in relation to the world around them in order to prepare them for a globally connected world. But that globally connected world is already here. Despite living in different parts of the world with different cultures and different conditions, what's done or happens to people in one part of the world, and it can significantly impact others in other places. I came across this quote relatively recently that I thought was rather poignant. The reality is that there is no us and them. There's just us. 7 billion of us on a warm rock spinning through cold space trying to figure things out. As we're trying to figure things out, I don't know that it's necessarily being done particularly well. And so that's part of the reason why I feel that global learning is important. Figuring it out isn't necessarily always done with empathy or by taking into account the well-being of all who are involved. So we need to find ways to engage our students in the world and to have them be active participants in it, not just learn about it. This is the way to do that is by building empathy, understanding, working on communication, and connecting with people around the world. And this can be done in a variety of different ways. There are some different groups out there which can help educators connect with others, such as ePals, PenPal Schools, the Global Audience Project, even Mystery Skype allows different classrooms in different parts of the world to connect. There are different global events that take place that classes can participate in, such as Global Collaboration Day, the Global Read Aloud, even the Global Cardboard Challenge. Currently, I am working to connect my environmental science class with an environmental science class in Germany. And we hope to be able to connect by way of blogs and possibly even social media. By making use of my PLN and some of the connections I have there, I'm hoping that I might be able to find some connections for my biology classes. Relatively recently, I started a group for teachers on Voxer, the Global Learning Voxer group. So if anybody is interested in being part of that conversation, you can use the link that's here. The idea is to talk about the best ways to go about doing it, to bounce ideas off each other, and to kind of work towards kind of implementing global learning within our own classes. For my own benefit, which I'm making available to other people as well, that's both searchable and can be contributed to, is going to be this awesome table that I've created that has lots of different resources on it that can be searched for being able to connect to classes, share projects, and in general learn about the world around us. One area that I'm really interested in developing over the coming school year is going to be looking at the Global Goals for Sustainable Development. In September of 2015, 193 world leaders as a part of the United Nations agreed to 17 different goals with the intention of ending extreme poverty, inequality, and climate change, all by 2030. 2030 seems like a long way off, but since the goals were established in 2015, we've already passed basically 2 years. We're almost to September. And so the time is going to fly by in which to accomplish these different goals. My hope is that in my classes, I will be able to have students work to make connections between biology and environmental science topics that we're looking at, and see how they connect into these goals. I think this is going to be a great opportunity for students to think more deeply about the topics that we're doing, see how they relate to the world around them, and possibly become advocates, find their student voice to share in the world around them. So the topic of social media, I mentioned very briefly before, but it's something that I've been working on incorporating in my classroom some. And there's lots of debate over students being able to make use of social media, and the benefits or disadvantages of it, and things that way. But I've recently been reading this book by Jennifer Cassetod, and reading some related articles. But one of the most poignant quotes, which is in Jennifer's book, and I also heard from George Couros, is that social media is like water. It is everywhere. You can either let us drown or teach us to swim. This is a quote that came from a student. They know that it's out there, and they know that they're basically floundering around trying to figure it out on their own. And it's up to us to be able to show them how they can safely navigate those waters. And that's best done by modeling, providing the opportunity to experience in positive ways the use of social media, and to be able to engage them in teachable moments before they're out there really completely on their own. Some things that I've been working on with my own classes in developing with the students on Twitter is to work towards developing a PLN. I have them find scientists and organizations that they can follow, and we have Who to Follow Fridays, and so they will share those out with their peers so that they can connect with scientists and organizations to find out information that's current in the topics that we're looking at. I also have class accounts that I use to share information out to everyone. Part of connecting to that larger world, on Twitter they will often post links to projects that they've done, like building web pages, videos that they've created. They will share those out on social media. And building towards a positive presence on social media, we have a couple of theme days that we do throughout each semester. One is Motivation Monday, where students are able to post motivational quotes, give encouragement to their peers. And Tootling Tuesdays is an opportunity for students to recognize their peers around them for doing great things, to help prop each other up, and recognize them for the great things that they do every day. A new thing that I'm looking to incorporate this year, which will be posted on Twitter, are going to be based on Tara Martin's book snaps. And we're going to create lab snaps, and so students are going to be thinking about what they're presenting or what they're doing in class for labs and activities, and they're going to take pictures and annotate them, and post those out on Twitter to share with each other and the world in general. And the goal is for them to think about how these labs and activities connect to our general class topics, the significance of the results that they have, different lab techniques, and things that way. One other aspect of my classes that I have implemented, though many people don't necessarily think of them as social media, is the use of blogs. This has generally been in my upper level classes, though I'm looking to incorporate it with my entry high school level classes as well. And so students are posting their writings. They're finding things that are of interest to them and writing about it, and sharing those out. Videos that they make, they're also going to be posting on those blogs. And then the students respond to each other. I have also shared these out publicly, and they've been able to get comments from the greater world out there as well. So both global learning and social media, I think, are really key components of 21st century learning. They help students to build connections. It allows them to collaborate, work on critical thinking and creativity, all combined together. If you are interested in following me, I can be found on various social media. All of my contacts are available over on this side here. So if you'd like to connect, you can follow me in those spaces there. I will now be passing the scope on to Dr. Randall Sampson. He is from Ohio. He is up next at 10:45, and he's going to be talking about personalized professional development, and you can follow him at the contact information right above here on Periscope. Thank you all for watching. I hope you were able to get something out of all of this, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day as we continue to pass the scope.